Last month, Andy Murray defeated Novak Djokovic at the US Open to win his first ever Grand Slam title. It was his fifth major final, and many thought the British #1 might never secure one of the sport's biggest prizes. A month on from that historic achievement, the 25-year-old is still on cloud nine.
After the US Open, I think I was just really surprised and a bit shocked. It took a number of days before it really sort of sunk in. I couldn't sleep, but I wasn't like bouncing off the walls with excitement. I was just kind of lying in my bed, like I didn't know quite what had happened. So it was hard, quite hard to explain. But that's kind of how the emotions go with playing at the highest level of sport.
Arriving in Shanghai, Murray is still in great spirits, and he's every reason to be buoyant. He's the defending champion here, while he also took the title in 2010.
I've always enjoyed it here. When I first came for the Masters Cup, it was, they put on a great event there, and then obviously now, it's the Masters Series. I mean, I've played well here. I like the conditions, and they put on, well, it's been voted, I think, the last couple of years the best Masters Series on the tour. So yeah, it's obviously a fun tournament for the players, and I've always played well here.
His US Open triumph was further evidence of Murray's growing maturity both on and off the court. He's come into the game when men's tennis has never been stronger. But after some ups and downs, he's now matched his illustrious peers, who many believe have taken tennis to a new level.
He understands now in what situation he is in now, and it's, for me, was anyway always going to come. Even 2 or 3 years ago he had his chances, and he's put himself into that many opportunities time and time again that it was always going to happen eventually. And I mean, it couldn't have happened in a better place for him, I don't think, like the US Open, over 5 sets, coming off the back of winning the Olympics, which then he would have been criticized still, well, it's not worth a major. So now that he puts it all to rest and finally can play relaxed tennis, and now hopefully that's going to help him over the course of his whole career.
Obviously I had tough losses in Roland Garros and US Open finals and long matches, but still, I'm glad that Andy Murray finally won his first Grand Slam. He deserves it absolutely, and it's a great era. A lot of attention is on the men's tennis right now, and we cannot ask for more. I mean, it's definitely very competitive, but it makes you work harder to be the best.
The British press greeted his Grand Slam victory with the acclaim it deserved, and off the back of making the Wimbledon final and winning gold at the London Olympics, his stock has never been higher. His victory in New York also eased a fairly hefty burden on the world #3's shoulders.
Once I got back on the court, practice and stuff was, a lot easier. It was a lot more fun. I just felt there was a bit less pressure on myself to perform, well in every single match I played in every single tournament. I always felt like I was maybe trying to prove something. So I'm glad I finally managed to win the US Open, and I'll try and keep improving.
There's plenty of challenges ahead for Murray, more Grand Slams and the chance to become world #1. Before all that though, it's China and the defence of his Shanghai crown.